Star Walker Studios presents Game Master's Journey, your multi-dimensional RPG podcast. Hello, fellow gamer. Welcome to episode 268 of Game Master's Journey. I'm your host, Lex Starwalker. On this show, we discuss the craft and the art of game mastering. I've been running RPGs for over 28 years now, and I produce this show in the hopes that you can benefit from my experience, my triumphs, and my mistakes. Today, I'm bringing you the next episode of the actual play of our D&D campaign, Blood of the Avatars. So in the past few episodes, we've been doing vignettes with the various characters in the city of Elandria. And this week, everybody comes together again to compare notes, what they've learned in their various studies during downtime, and then to decide what to do next with this beautiful ship that they've been gifted by the Queen of Elandria. And they finally pursue the mystery of what happened to the dryad Anna's human sorcerer lover, Willim, who she lost some 50 or so years ago. And it'll be fun to see how that shakes out. So we've been playing this campaign for quite a year now. I think over 2 years now. This is, I believe, the 23rd episode of the actual play. So if you are new to this campaign and you'd like to go back to the beginning or get caught up, head on over to the show notes at starwalkerstudios.com. And I have the previous episodes of the campaign linked there for you, as well as a few different good starting points for the campaign, depending how far back you want to go, if you want to go back all the way to the beginning or not. And also, as we've taken a hiatus from the campaign over the summer, and we're getting back into it now. So I am thinking that for the next actual play episode, I'm going to actually do a recap of the entire campaign thus far. There's a lot that's happened, and we've been on a break for a few months, so it's been a while since the players have played in the campaign. So I'm planning, when we all get back together again, to have a pretty extensive recap with them of everything that happened. And since I imagine as we do that, some of the players will interject with things that they maybe remember that I've forgotten or didn't mention, I'm going to record that and put that together into the next actual play episode. So the recap will be part of that for everyone, because this campaign has been going on for a while. And also, I know new listeners join us all the time, and they may not want to go all the way back to the beginning. So this will be a good point going forward for newer listeners to join in if they don't want to go all the way back to the beginning. This can be a point where you can start out from and get a good recap of everything that's happened so far. I look for that in the next actual play episode. So before we get into the actual play today, once again, I want to let you know, in celebration of NaNoWriMo Month this November, which is National Novel Writing Month, I've decided to release on my blog on the website my first novel, Dawn of Endless Night, which is a urban fantasy / sort of paranormal romance about vampires in Chicago. It's the first novel I finished, and really proud of it, and I'm releasing it on the website chapter by chapter, chapter a week. I think by the time you hear this recording, there should be 6 or maybe even 7 chapters up so far, and then I'll be releasing new chapters every Monday. If you're interested in that, you can go check that out and read that. And if you do so, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what people think of it. Hopefully you all enjoy it. And yeah, a little late for Halloween, but it would have fit in great with the Halloween season as well. All right. And I realize now that last week, when we did the actual play, I did not do the thing I do, which is to let you know the cast of characters and players. That's kind of an important thing that I forgot to do last time. So let me do that this time and bring you guys up to speed on what everybody's playing. So at this point, the characters are all 9th level. We have Brett playing Wall, the Protector Azamar, Oath of the Crown, Paladin of Elandria, Goddess of Civilization and Knowledge. And Wall has the Knight of the Order background. We have Craig playing Quincy, the human hunt cleric of Dayanara, Goddess of the Hunt in the Wilderness, with the archaeologist background. And by the way, the hunt domain is a domain I created for Primordia, and it's one of the new domains in my D&D supplement, Adventures of Primordia. So you can check that out if you'd like. We have Danielle playing Gitfiron, the Fire Genasi lore master wizard with the alchemist apprentice background. We have Manny playing Larissa, the Tiefling College of Glamour bard with the courtier background. And Phoebe playing Bryn, the Furbolg Circle of the Moon druid of Dayanara, Goddess of the Hunt in the Wilderness, with the Outlander background. Also traveling with the party, we have a couple NPCs. We have Dahlia, who is a companion of Larissa. She is a moth-winged orchid sprite, and Larissa's friend from Fairy, who was recently exiled from Fairy by the Fairy Queen. And he doesn't, I don't think, appear in today's episode, but I think he's mentioned once or twice. We have Kravitz, who is Wall's celestial warhorse paladin mount. And yeah, at this point, the characters are all 9th level. And I think that's the basics, at least, of what you need to know for the adventure today. So without further ado, let's get on with our adventure.
Do you allow the UI skill feats, Lex? I can't remember.
It depends what it is.
I stole one.
Yeah. Because, some of them are probably broken, but if it doesn't seem ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean,
I had one that's broken in a bad way just because I like the theme.
What's that?
It's broken in a bad way. It's basically useless.
Oh.
But I think it's fun.
Which one?
I took Elemental Adept for Fire.
I think that's cool, man.
Doesn't that
I'm all about flavor.
do away with resistance or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that sounds useful.
Pretty good, actually, because if you focus on a lot of fire spells, there at one point there's a lot of
it's
fire.
useless in particular for me because I can change the damage type of any spell I do.
Yeah.
But I like having been stymied by fire and deciding that that's just how I'm gonna
well you do have your firebolt you use a lot.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
And I don't know. I was just like, maybe I could take naturalist for because it makes sense and flavor. Because my nature skill is actually kind of low. Yeah, it's only +5, but I don't know. I don't have to take one, I guess.
Yeah, the problem with that is that nature is based on intelligence, which not a lot of classes build on intelligence.
What are you saying, Manny? Are you trying to say something about Bryn's intelligence?
Bryn will say something about Bryn's intelligence.
Well, I tell you what, Phoebe, if you find something that you like in the next week, you can let me know.
Okay.
Or you can do one of the other things.
That's very helpful. I mean, that's very nice of you. Thank you, Lex. I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, it's more I just want to move on and not spend the whole session talking about what feats people want to take.
Yeah. No, that's totally my bad. I've just been...
No, that's all right. I'm not
It's
talking
been a
just about you, Phoebe, just in general.
Cool. Let's go.
It's been a week with a capital W. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I after my training montage, I come back. I guess, do we meet at the boat or?
Yeah, let's say you guys are all at the ship and this is the first time you've all come together again after doing your various things for a month.
Well, I have a huge bag.
Of course you do.
I have a chest. I've hired some, like a pair of hands to just pick up a chest, and I throw it open, and I'm just like, I am so excited to see all of you, and I brought you all gifts, I say. And Bryn, here
Yes.
you go. And you have
this is so nice. You didn't have to do what is it?
it's a little heavy for me, but then I just toss it in your hand and I say, this is a 10-pound clay pot, and you can put a shrub in here and let it grow for 30 days, and then it will transform into an awakened shrub, and you can talk to it and have a friend.
Oh my. This
You
is
bought Bryn a friend?
Yeah.
This is how Larissa breaks up with people. First, she gets him a new friend.
And then I pull out a tankard for beer, and I say, here you go. You can drink all you want from this and never get drunk.
Sweet! Thank you, my friend. This is very generous. I didn't get you anything. Here's a very awkward hug. So awkward.
And then I turn to Quincy and I say, hopefully this will help you not get lost. And this is an orb of direction. While you're holding this orb, you can use your action to determine which way is north.
That way is north. He points east.
And then I turn to Wall.
Thank you.
I turn to Wall and I say, here's a helm. Put it on.
All right. I put the helm on.
So his eyes glow red while he's wearing it.
Ooh.
That's it.
So you can be more fearsome in battle. And then I just pull out a little perfume and I go.
Thank you very much.
Yay, friends! I came back with a tan and everything.
Dahlia says, I helped pick all those out. She didn't help at all, but
Come here, you little fairy.
I will send you all what these things are on the chat. So
cool.
Quincy just goes away and starts arguing with his orb. No, that way.
Quince. Look at the sun.
Tricks me.
Well, you guys are
eyes out.
Ever since the calamity, sun's been 3 degrees off.
this is true.
But the other one has been the exact same. Come on.
Once they
You're
start
looking
moving, you
at
can't
the
trust
wrong
them.
sun.
Well, you guys are like below deck in the, larger on the inside than the outside, inside of the ship. And you hear the sound of heavy boots on the deck above you. And then you hear like a loud banging, like of metal on metal. And you hear like some voices, some very rough sounding voices kind of shouting at one another.
We're being boarded. Quincy brings out a dagger and just starts moving, and then looks over at Wall, and
I go upstairs. I step up, look around. Who do I see?
Wow, Brett, your voice is so much deeper with the new microphone.
I know.
I have to get used to it.
Ooh.
I've added more things.
Wall's charisma went up. All right, so when you go above deck, you see quite a commotion. You of course see all your unseen servants like scurrying about like a kicked over anthill, and you see some men, obviously like laborers, men and women, all very built, very strong, very muscular, very roughly dressed, look like dock workers. There are a couple cranes on the pier that the ship is attached to, and they're moving large contraptions onto your ship, and one of them's being bolted down, and that was the sounds that you heard with it. They're like hitting this huge wrench with like this sledgehammer, like trying to bolt this thing down.
Is there somebody standing near overseeing the work?
Yeah, you see a man standing kind of directing all this, and Wall, you would probably recognize. He's kind of not exactly livery, but he almost has like a uniform on, and you recognize him as one of the what would you call it? Someone who works on the dock, who works for the crown, like kind of like a customs official. Well, okay. Would have been back in the days when they traded by ship, but now just kind of oversees things on behalf of the queen. And he kind of, as he's directing, he sees you guys coming up, and he's like, oh, he's like, greetings. I was instructed to reinstall these before you leave. And he motions to one of the contraptions, and you realize that they're ballistas.
Welcome aboard. How goes the installation?
Well, we've got that one about down, and we're trying to get the other one aboard. We should have them ready within the hour. Watch what you're doing there, man! Are you crazy? He like runs
Quincy
off to yell at some guy.
Looks at his own bow and then looks at the ballista. And sheepish.
It's not the size of the weapon.
Sure isn't.
It's the accuracy, I think.
This metaphor got away from you.
Metaphors aren't my strong suit.
Well, ballistas are good. We never know what we're coming against. Now we could kill something from very far away.
Maybe we can kill a dragon.
We do have one of those that I think we need to kill.
Or make friends with them.
Yeah, I'd much rather be friends with dragon than kill, I think.
Do we trust dragons?
Yes.
Red dragons.
I don't know if I trust red dragons.
Yeah, probably not.
Best kill it first, then make friends.
Did you take necromancy?
Not so much. Yeah. Well, at this point, Quincy, realizing these people are not doing hostile takeover of his new boat, will start directing them on how to properly install ballistas. Because why not?
Back in my day.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, and in addition to the laborers who are installing these, there's also a woman who is part of, I guess she'd be part of, not the Queen's Guard, but part of the City Guard. And she's there to basically instruct you on basic ballista use, how to load them, how to aim them, how to fire them. So anyone who's interested, she will give a quick lesson on how to use the ballista.
Oh, Quincy's definitely down for that.
Yes, well,
it takes one look at all like the levers and stuff, and you're like, nope, thanks.
I'm getting a bath ready.
I'm oiling some wood for the ship.
Did we ever figure out what happened to Willim?
No.
No.
That's on our to-do today list, isn't it?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so, because that's what I prepared for.
We raised the anchor and we moved.
What were our leads on that?
I feel like we should ask. Well, we know that he was part of the guild. We should probably go and ask the guild record keepers.
When Quincy and I were there, we had a chat with Dorinda, doing her name.
Druinda.
Dorinda, thank you.
It's hard to say with the accent, probably.
It really is. Actually, I forgot how to pronounce it. We spoke with her, and she said that we might be able to look for somebody in the archives who might know.
Well, we could go there.
Oh, before we leave, maybe we should do that.
Are we taking a field trip to archives? That's kind of my jam. I'm definitely in.
You missed an opportunity to other libraries. They were good.
They were very good. Yeah.
Oh,
Excellent tea.
tea at libraries is the best tea, isn't it?
It is.
So
There's
quiet.
something about adding a little bit of danger with your tea drinking.
I don't know
Nice
that I've ever
build.
been
Oh,
to a
good.
library.
Oh, well, prepare
Do
to
Furbolgs not
enjoy.
have libraries?
Well, I mean, we have some books, but not an exhaustive collection. It's mostly an oral history, you know.
Oh, that makes sense, I suppose. Does beg the question: how many books do you need to have to get a library?
Mm.
I don't know.
We can debate this for many, many hours. Quincy.
Why don't we debate it on the way to the archive? It's going to be a little time before the ballista will be ready.
Does
Well,
it
it goes into cat herding.
So, like, how many books have to be in a library? Like 50, 100?
I think a minimum of 2.
Yeah, at least 2.
Oh, well, then we definitely had a library.
Were
Excellent.
they all together, though? 2 books apart is not a library. There must be 2 books near each other, in proximity.
If you check one out.
They also must be on a shelf. If they're on a table, they're not a library.
They're a coffee table.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right.
As we go, we maybe should also discuss, are we going to hire anybody else for the ship?
We have
You
the
have
unseen
unseen
people.
servants?
We have the servants, yes.
You think we need some servants you can see?
or well, maybe someone capable of, directing the ship? I don't know. I'm not familiar with
Can
navigating.
they not do that? Wait,
Like,
you kept the
just
ship
asked her
itself?
nicely? Yeah.
Well, who here can cook?
Hello?
Right.
Only our
I'm
resident.
sorry, it's been a month. Yeah.
Check. So we've got food,
Right.
navigation. We have
Who had navigation? Who here can mend sails or not architecture? What's the other word? Carpentry.
Can
That's
the unseen servants do that?
Yeah, Lex, what can and cannot the unseen servants do?
I mean, they can pretty much do anything involved with the running of the ship. They just aren't of a super high skill level. I mean, they're competent, but they're not. I mean, if you hired people, you could probably find people that are better at whatever than they are. But I mean, they can run the ship by themselves.
A bigger question I would have is we're inevitably going into, danger / pretty certain death. And I don't know if it's in our best interest to hire people to bring into certain death.
This is true.
And the unseen servants, I don't know if they do die.
If they do,
Not
maybe
the ones I make.
Pardon?
The ones I make don't die.
Oh, so they just what happens when you're done with them?
They just cease to exist.
isn't that just dying though?
Oh my god, this is so philosophical.
And we're walking.
Yes.
All right. I'm not talking philosophy right now. I'm going to get
Yeah.
Wall is a man of action, not of mind. Quincy and I hope I pull your elbow and we stay back and we just jibber jabber about libraries and philosophy.
Lots of libraries and philosophy. I think it's mostly going to be complaining how philosophy isn't actually a study worth studying. It's all just... There's no answers to be found. There's no solid facts there.
Well, I got to know where you stand.
But he'll talk about it for a long time about how it's a useless thing to do.
Oh, Lex?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
It looks so cool. I know it has like no like
yeah, it's not super
a lot of like actual
yeah. But maybe we can
I still think it's really cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I was thinking of doing that with the Furbolg. I thought that would be cool. So, yeah.
Not cryptic at all.
It's in
the group chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually a feat from the D20 Wheel of Time game that I've been wanting to pull some stuff in from.
Ooh.
But it's called tree singing. So basically she can sing to a living tree and cause it to shape a wooden object from itself.
Cool.
Like a quarter staff or like any single piece wooden thing, really.
Tree singing.
That's
Is it
cool.
useful? Probably not. Do I care? Definitely not.
Yeah.
It
That's
could be
pretty cool.
Well, you could probably use it to repair the ship for one thing, come to think of it.
Yes.
And would probably be liked by the ship more than like using saws and hammers and stuff.
Oh, very good.
And the
idea.
ship has a tree.
Yes.
Who I assume is already like my best friend by now.
Probably.
Not, but we'll
yeah.
see.
You can make a throne in half an hour. That's pretty good.
Wow. A throne for Dahlia, maybe.
Oh, man. Let's not inflate her head anymore.
True.
Queen Dahlia.
Last thing we need.
Seriously. Oh.
Maybe you can get a seed from this tree to plant in your pot of awakening.
Oh.
That actually is what I was just thinking of, and I was like, "Oh, was I something to do that?" Because he said no to when I'd considered buying the thing before. I think you said no to me putting an acorn from like the fairy tree.
Oh yeah, because it says it has to be a shrub.
But what if it's like a bonsai?
You're right.
But maybe I don't know. You're a druid, so maybe you could use some magic to make it work. Either the acorn or the other thing.
Bonsai?
Yeah, there you go.
Are we at the archives?
Yes. So you guys head back to the guild hall and take yourselves to the archives. Ask to see the records of previous adventuring teams and whatnot. They take you to the right place and you give them a little more information. They pull some relevant books for you.
Wow. This is a lot of books. This is more than 2.
Yeah, you're surrounded by books. There's books everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Is there a check for that? Can I just make some kind of intelligence check in general or investigate?
Yeah, investigate. Sounds good.
I hope you're a fast reader.
I'm willing to assist you with that.
So that gives me advantage.
Yeah.
27.
Holy shit.
18 plus 9.
All right. And you're looking for information on Willim?
Willim.
She finds out his star sign. His eye color.
We got a DNA match.
Yes, you actually without much time involved, maybe 15, 20 minutes or so of perusing some indexes, you find a mention of Willim the Wondrous, who was a sorcerer, a member of an adventuring team called the Band of Brothers, who adventured around about 50 or so years ago. They were last heard of about 50 years ago when they went to try to slay the dragon known as the Fire Under the Mountain. which you guys have had dealings with. That's the big red dragon that was Corsorix's mother. And they went to slay this dragon and take her treasure, and were never seen or heard from again. It's assumed that they were killed by the dragon. Their bodies were never recovered. They never came back. You find some, just kind of boring information, like, physical descriptions of each of them, what some of their accomplishments were, things like that. But then you see something that kind of sticks out to you about Willim specifically, Willim the Wondrous. He was known for his love of ale and wine and love of a good time. And also he was known for wearing a ring of mind shielding.
What the mother?
Larissa, didn't you have a...
No, I didn't. Below that. Oh, I go outside. We're not on the ship.
But I thought
Dahlia's like, what's wrong with her? I don't understand.
Wasn't she always talking to her ring? Is that kind of a ring?
I just slapped my hands in the air.
ridiculous. I thought she said that the guy in there was really grumpy.
Well, we don't know how long you'd been in the ring.
Wouldn't you if you
Also,
died?
what's wrong with that? Yeah,
ring.
really good reason to be grumpy.
50 years of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
The player Danielle doesn't remember the disposition of the dude in the ring. What happened to him?
I mean, presumably he died, which caused his soul to be trapped in the ring.
Yeah. So he's in there still?
He is in there, and the quartermaster's place. Unless he sold it, so...
He's gonna mark up this thing so much.
Maybe we should go back to the quartermaster.
I think we need to go back to the quartermaster.
Yeah.
Do you remember how much he paid for it?
Let me check my notes.
As the DM laughs maliciously.
Yeah.
Not nearly as much as he wants to sell it for.
400 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
We now understand why economics is the dismal science.
High five, Quincy. High five. You're very on brand today.
I don't know if anybody remembers when Manny said he wanted to sell that. I was like, really? You're going to sell the ring?
Okay.
Okay.
I forgot that he sold the ring until now.
Yeah, that man was the most useless person.
I've done my job.
I just was like, where's known for wearing a ring of mind shielding? I'm like, that's a weird detail. Ah, shit.
All right.
Oh gosh. Oh god. What are we gonna tell? Oh no.
We don't have to panic yet. The ring is probably still there.
Or sold to somebody, and we just get to go
Steal
on
it.
Oh, no, I wasn't even thinking about getting it back. I was just like, how do you deal with the fact that your boyfriend is stuck in a ring and kind of a dick?
I think she said, if I remember correctly, she said that she just wants to know what happened to him. So any kind of news we can bring back. She at this point, I think, didn't even expect him to be alive.
Well, can we send her a text and tell her that he died and is in a ring?
We can.
And if you want the ring, to go talk to the quartermaster.
Yeah. Take it up with the quartermaster.
I don't think she can leave her tree, though.
I do think we kind of...
We owe her that. We do
kind of owe her that.
It is unsatisfying to leave a man that we know is someone important to someone trapped in a ring.
I've already broken one oath this year. I don't want to break another one.
Oh.
you have like a
Break
quota that you I just want to know when you've like reached your top quota, because then I'll start forcing you into oaths. It'll work out great.
Nice.
All right, let's go to talk to a quartermaster about being screwed.
Woo, woo. Well,
Danielle, do you remember what the quartermaster's name is?
Jaden Toll.
Thank you.
Wow.
I have it in notes. There's no memory here, folks. I'm like, there was a ring, right? That's pre-notes. I don't have that shit.
God bless Danielle for being such a meticulous note taker.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, we will go
I
back.
think we need to get her a cookie or something.
Yes.
I already got the mug that won't let me get drunk, which I don't entirely understand.
I was a bit dodgy on that one too. I was like, you're kind of missing the point.
I think I'm just going to enter a lot of drinking contests.
I suppose.
So we make our way to the quartermaster.
All right. You guys walk into the quartermaster's shop and you see Jaden standing behind his counter. He's got the big walrus mustache going on. And he's like, "Oh, hello there. My favorite new customers. Back so
Hi.
soon."
Jay, how are you?
He says, "I got a bone to pick with you, specifically you." And he points at Larissa. "You didn't tell me that ring you sold me was damaged goods."
damaged.
I sold the stupid thing 3 times, and 3 times they brought it back, saying it's no good because there's some asshole guy in there.
We'll just take that off your hands. No big deal.
But yeah, if it's a bad ring, we'll take it back for you. That's not a problem.
Well, the ring's fine. It just seems that there's already someone inside of it.
What if we find a way to get the man out of it?
Well,
Wait,
that'd be
why not?
fantastic.
How do you get somebody out of a ring?
We should take it and see if we can figure it out. We'll come back.
We will bring you your ring back.
Oh, yes, you will. I know where you all live.
This guy will make an oath about it if you want.
Well, don't make an oath.
He goes underneath the counter and he comes up with the ring, hands it to you guys.
Stand there, my friend Joe. Come him. We're gonna be on a boat soon.
We don't want to screw over the quartermaster who's right in front of us.
No.
No, definitely not, considering he's like kind of our coworker, sort of.
Yeah.
We will fix this.
Excellent. If you can fix this, we will we'll just put this whole business behind us. Lessons learned and all that.
What's the lesson that we should be learning?
Don't give damaged goods to the quartermaster of the guild, maybe?
Maybe
Yeah,
the
sell
guild
this stuff across town.
Maybe the guild quartermaster should inspect his goods closer?
Oh, Quincy has an appointment. He needs to leave. Never.
Yeah.
Jay, I'm not here. We will take care of it.
I think Quincy's charisma went down over the break.
Wasn't ever very high. Actually, wait, it's not bad. Like it's 10. It's not like that negative number.
Yeah, funnily enough, my charisma is 10 too, but I still play her like so.
I think I'm sort of like grumpy charming.
I'm moving
Quincy thinks that at least.
Quincy and Jay, and I start stepping back, kind of pushing Quincy back toward the door. It's good to see you again, Jay. We will bring this back.
Making a opposed athletics check.
Athletics, I think I would win.
Pretty confident you got this in the bag. All right. So, how did we talk to the dude in the ring before?
I think we put it on.
Attune to it.
It requires attunement.
Mm-hmm.
What's the attunement number of items? 3? 2?
3. But remember, your relics don't count against that.
And that's cloaks or just the jug or the special stuff we've got?
Yeah,
The
just
special.
the special. Your avatar item, basically.
I have a slot.
Because it's
Almost
part
my
of
dagger requires it.
your divine raiment, which you guys have now. Because you guys are awesome.
Larissa, are you full?
No, I can do it.
Yeah, I can. I don't think I have anything anymore that I'm attuned to.
No,
All this attunement reminds me, Wall's walking around without his shield.
Wait, what? Why? What happened with the shield?
Why?
Don't know, you didn't ask.
Where's your shield, homie?
It's safe. That's all I'll say.
Did you lose it in the bet?
No. Oh, bet. I thought you said dead. No, it's...
That's more interesting. Let's go there.
Don't worry, it's safe.
Okay. But you will not have it before we set sail, or you will?
Do you want to borrow mine? I just hold up the thing.
No, I'm curious. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bryn. I'm very curious about this ring, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we can attune to it. Now, Larissa, you've attuned to it and you've talked to this particular gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Did he seem particularly knowledgeable in how to get himself out of the ring?
No.
Do we therefore need to go through the efforts of discussing with him again?
Yes, probably.
Maybe first,
Or maybe we should find out how to do it without his help, because he is very unhelpful.
Well, that is sort of how you've described him.
Maybe if he knows Anna is looking for him, he'll behave differently.
And maybe if we, I don't know if you're up for this, but maybe if we take Rose, the name of the ship, if we take the ship and we fly back to Dayanara's Rest, maybe Anna can help get him out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
We could, let her.
How about we
sit down.
ask her? Don't we have a way of
We do.
sending her a message?
I hold up the acorn. Yep, we've got one right here.
So we can possibly ask her if she's able to do that before we arrive there empty-handed. Maybe we should go to the library and find a way to take him out of the ring.
Did someone say library?
Are there any enchanters or these sorts of things? Like,
could we
somebody
go to my
who's
professor?
Yeah, do you have a professor of enchanting?
I mean, I went to wizard school.
So you probably had one.
I'd say, don't you know anything about resurrecting somebody? Because technically he was dead, and then his soul went into the
Yeah, I don't want to spend that much money.
ring.
Maybe we just need an empty vessel.
I also think you need a part of them, don't you?
Bryn?
Well,
So maybe we just need an empty vessel of some sort. I don't know.
To that end, I'm wondering what kind of enchantments or magics are around the creation of a dryad.
Would I know that?
It would be very poetic if Willim were able to be turned into a dryad with Anna.
That would be nice.
Can I make some sort of check?
Sure.
Would I know anything like that?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, the Furbolg did hail from the Feywild originally, so
I've studied nature as well. Is it nature? Is it arcana? Is it?
yeah, it'd probably be nature, I think.
Oh, my nature is not super.
Do you
good.
want to help me?
Sure.
can I give you bardic inspiration?
Sure.
I can
What's
also
that, a
offer
D6?
guidance.
D8
D8. Ooh, fancy.
and guidance.
And guidance.
What's guidance?
D4.
My little D4 cantrip.
Let's make sure we're trying to make sure this is successful.
26.
Wow. Okay. So there are kind of different types of dryads. There are some dryads that are just come into being however, Fae normally come into being, that are just kind of born or created that way. But then there are dryads that are like Anna, who are cursed. And usually it's some type of fae that is cursed to become a dryad, but from kind of what you know, it's at least not theoretically impossible that you could turn some other thing into a dryad, possibly.
Okay.
But you don't
I'm a
know
little-
specifically of that being done before, but it seems like it might be possible.
It seems rude to curse somebody.
True. It
Well,
would
we
be
could speak to him. We could get consent.
Oh, I actually, guys, I was over the break, the last month or so. I've been studying some pretty cool druid spells. Actually, never mind. This won't work. Probably won't. He's definitely no. I have reincarnate,
Yeah.
but
I think you need to have a piece of something for reincarnate to work, don't you?
no. I don't think so.
what if the
Okay.
ring? You touch a dead humanoid or a piece of a dead humanoid, provided that the
Oh.
creature has
See?
been dead for no longer than 10 days.
I think he has been dead for longer, somewhere around 50 years.
Yeah, I think we're looking into some pretty powerful shit.
So maybe first we should
Maybe
talk to
resurrection.
him and see if he really is Willim.
Yeah, I think the actual resurrection spell doesn't require a body, but I think you have to get to that level,
Resurrection. Okay.
which is what, like 7th level or something?
Well, maybe the
But it's,
Mm.
I think you have to, I think true resurrection is.
it's true
is
because
what you're thinking
resurrection you still need to touch a dead creature.
Well, that
No, I think-
seems like a false way to go. Maybe if we bring him back, though.
Let's just talk to him.
No, he was not useful.
What if we're like, hey, do you remember Anna?
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
at least make
Yeah.
sure he's the right
Could
one.
I been?
Maybe he doesn't want to see her, you know?
Could I have been attuning to the ring
Sure.
during the time?
Sure. Dahlia says,
Yourself.
maybe Quincy should talk to him. You know, one grumpy old man to another.
I don't think we're getting very far on that.
That's
I
rude.
feel like
I don't know you play.
She's just like cackling. joke.
I
I high five her with my pinky finger.
I tap on the ring and I'm like, "Hey, wake up, wake up!"
Oh, thank the gods it's you again. Boy, that last guy was annoying.
So I'm gonna need you to focus up right quick.
What is the Crusades? Sorry, what?
You watching Jeopardy?
So, are you Willim for 500?
What did you say?
Is your name Willim?
Willem? What's a Willem?
What about
Son of a bitch! Ah! You start hearing like things being thrown against walls, like breaking sounds of glass and wooden objects. I hate you, Alex! You hear a loud crash of breaking glass. I'll break your face for 500. Yeah.
How's it going, Larissa?
Yeah, no. This man is deranged.
You hear him start. It sounds like he's having a seizure. You hear like.
I guess he's dying again. I don't know.
Can you try to soothe him? Try to calm him down?
Lullaby. I don't know. Hey, sir.
What?
Hello?
Where am I?
Can you turn down the TV for a second?
What happened? Who are you? What is this place?
Okay.
How did I
think-
get so old? Oh my god, I stink. What is that smell?
Yeah, I can smell it out here too. But I need you to focus on us.
Oh my god. Oh my
What?
god, I just looked in my pants. Oh my god.
I don't want to know what you saw.
No, you don't. You don't want to know.
Oh my
I
god.
take it from Larissa's face, things are not going well.
No.
I told you. No use talking to grumpy old men. Well, like that.
What's happening?
He can't focus. He just, I don't know. And he's having moments where he forgets where he's at again.
You start hearing chanting, Larissa.
And now he's singing, chanting.
It sounds like he's casting a spell.
Do I know what he's casting?
And roll Arcana.
Maybe take the ring off soon if you want to still have a hand.
Or a consciousness.
All right.
Does it negatively impact the wearer? I don't know the mechanic.
Arcana is 14 total.
Okay. Now I got to figure out what he's casting.
Can he tell me what he's saying so I can assist? Just give him advantage, not me roll it.
Probably not. Let's see. What would it be?
Did you say he was a sorcerer or a wizard?
Sorcerer. He is casting True Seeing.
True Seeing.
He says, seem to be in some kind of extra dimensional space.
Right. You are inside of a ring, sir.
A ring. Ah, yes, I remember a ring.
Oh, okay. Maybe we've got him.
Say his name again.
Are you Willim?
Yes, I am Willim. Willim the Wondrous.
Okay, so he was very excited. He remembers himself as Willim the Wondrous, I say, as he said it.
There seemed to be some thaumaturgy casting around that.
So, I'm in my ring. I must have died.
Tell him we know Anna.
Well, that sucks.
She's looking for him.
So, do you remember a dryad by the name of Anna?
Oh, God, yes. My Anna, my sweet Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Is she okay?
She's quite fine. She's doing quite well for herself. Actually.
Oh, she can't see me like this. Oh, my God, I stink.
Yeah, well, how do we
here?
get you out of this ring?
Well, I now that I remember who I am, I could leave, but then I would be dead.
Right.
I don't know what would happen to me then. I guess whatever happens when people die.
So you're technically not dead?
Well, I'm trapped in this ring. Well, not trapped, but stored in this ring. As long as I'm in here, I'm not dead. But as soon as I leave,
I just relate this.
I mean, judging by my current state, I assume I've been in here for a long time. I doubt there's anything to return to.
Did you say, Larissa? Did you say he's not dead?
I don't know. He said that if he leaves, he would be dead. He would be dead.
So he
I
would.
wonder if he's technically alive, would the ring count as his body?
It couldn't hurt.
Can we find him another host?
Maybe we can just resurrect him.
Or reincarnate him. I don't know.
Well, yeah, if he's not dead.
Yeah.
No, because he needs to be dead, and he's not dead. He's just not alive.
He's floating on his
his
man.
body. It's just that his soul is in the ring, but his physical body is not.
Right.
No longer in existence.
So does it sound like he knows more about this ring, about how it operates?
Yeah, we'll ask him about this. Do you know how this ring works?
Oh, yes. I had this ring for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Got me out of many scrapes.
Many.
Oh, yes.
How did you get out of these?
Oh, well, I mean, people trying to control my mind, read my thoughts. It prevents such things. But as far as this is the first time I've ever died. And
so you are dead?
Oh, yes, I remember now.
What killed you?
The dragon, the fire under the mountain. We were arrogant. We thought we were a match for her. We thought we could sneak up on her, that she didn't know we were there, but she knew all along. She was toying with us.
At least you didn't kill her son.
No, we didn't accomplish much of anything other than getting burned alive.
Whose son?
It's the last thing I remember.
The one we killed?
In the village.
Yeah.
I was just assuming I couldn't hear what he said.
Oh.
Yeah.
One half of a conversation.
Yeah. It's like listening to someone talk on the phone. You're like, what? Uh-huh.
So Larissa,
So, can we
maybe
get him out of the ring?
maybe if we can find a host for him.
Or
Okay, so
give the ring to Anna, and then she will have her Willim back.
Yeah, but he made an oath to return the ring to the quartermaster.
To return a ring.
I didn't.
I specifically
Don't
told him not
They
to.
did not make an oath. I told them they would bring a ring back. The ring back.
Right. Your word is your bond, right?
We'll see how it goes.
and then
Paladins believe in proper contracts.
If you yeah, we'll deal with that.
all
when we-
becomes an oath breaker paladin.
So, like, oath dodger.
It was the oath I broke was out of my hands. I just didn't fulfill it. That's all. But I will someday when I find him.
Very good. Yeah, we could just give ring to Anna. Worst comes to worst, we had to pay back 400 gold pieces to the quartermaster.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm thinking if we tell Larissa, if we tell Willim that we know where Anna is, and then if we tell Anna that we know where Willim is, and we explain the circumstances, maybe she and the Fae will be able to help.
Willim?
Yes. I am Willim the Wondrous.
Right.
Only not so much anymore.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
Willim the Reeking, maybe?
Willim the Moderately Wondrous.
Yeah. So we know where Anna is. And we actually met her and are quite friendly, I think, with her. We promised her that we would find what happened to you and that we would let her know.
So she's okay then.
Yeah.
I got her into quite a bit of trouble, I believe, with her kind.
Yeah, she's in trouble, but she's doing well.
In trouble.
I mean,
Asking if she's in trouble. Does he know that she's a dryad?
you might want to mention the cursed to inhabit a tree part, but other than that, I mean, there are worse things, in my opinion.
She could be dead. In a ring somewhere.
Even Quincy thinks your bedside manner is a bit rough.
Wow. That's
You're
pretty
the
bad.
charming one, huh?
Larissa hasn't had her coffee yet today.
Yeah.
You really must not like this guy.
I was ready for my bath and then we left the boat before I took it.
I'll heat it back up for you when we get back. Don't worry.
Oh, God's what I'd give for a bath.
Urinating.
Wait, yeah. Can we get other stuff in the ring? Like, new pants.
How is there a TV that plays Jeopardy but not a bathtub?
It's a twisted place.
It's all
The
about
same episode of
New in
Jeopardy.
your life, Willim, to me.
It's a nightmare world.
I know so much useless trivia now, though.
Only I had clean pants. What a terrible one. least we now know Lex's version of hell actually is.
Nothing but game shows.
Game shows and potty dance.
Yes, and no soap.
Can we go to the Magic College and see if a professor can point us in any kind of direction, or if we're just hosed?
It seems like
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, sure.
Let's do that.
What's the name of your magical school?
Yep.
I heard it. You guys heard it, right? She totally said it. Must have been some feedback or something.
It's so original.
I'm sorry,
The
Captain. You're breaking up.
It's the Academy of Arcane Arts, also known as AAA.
I like it.
Great roadside assistance.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love it. The Academy of Arcane Arts. It is. You guys get there and you instantly realize that Fear is very well thought of in this place. Like, it seems like everybody knows her. She knows everybody.
Big girl on campus.
Yeah, more than one professor, stops her and asks her when she'll grace their classroom again and things like that. And so Fear, you ask around and
we gas her up.
yeah. You speak with one of your professors that seems kind of knowledgeable about such things, and he tells you kind of what you guys have already thought about. As far as options he can think of. One would be actual resurrection, but that takes some serious juice, which you guys may not have access to, and would be very expensive to pay someone else to do, unless someone high up owes you a favor or something.
I mean, reincarnate, I have access to now.
Well, that probably won't work because there's not a body.
But you have to touch the creature for resurrection.
You also have to be
too.
dead for like a really short period of time, and he's been dead for a real long period
Is he
of time.
technically dead though? If he's in a ring,
I think you just have
his soul has
to.
not gone on.
We can bring that up with the gods, but they're not usually super flexible on that.
Well, it seems like we're on the spectrum of divine intervention, very heavy magic, nothing our lowly people can do, nothing you can do, I'm guessing. Oh, great one.
He says, no, my talents don't lie in that direction. Some other possibilities is there are some, again, fairly powerful magics that can create clones. But again, you would need some bit of his original body for that. Other things I can think of is some kind of maybe a mechanical body, like a golem, or
let's build a golem.
and if anybody mentions your idea about him being turned into a dryad, he
I was
says,
just about to.
yeah, he says, I've never heard of that, but it seems possible. The Fae have very powerful ancient magic. We honestly, we don't know what all they're capable of. But when dryads are created as a curse, they often are changed very drastically from what they were before.
I really like that idea. I think we should try for that.
It's quite romantic.
Ooh. Does Mrs. Wall know something about this? I mean,
Your mama?
Alira, this is not something that I spoke with her about. I suppose we can ask.
Are there any representatives of the Fae in Elandria?
Not really. The closest would be some of the elves in the city. Are a little more in tune with their Fae roots than others, but
It's not like an ambassador to the Fae.
no. Unfortunately not.
UN. The UP, the United Plains.
And just so, I mean, this guy would know. Let me see, just to be completely sure, what spells would work. So yeah, True Resurrection would do the trick. That is a 9th level spell, though. Let's see.
They don't have one of those. This could just be a longer term goal.
Yeah, I mean, he can hold on to that ring. He's been there 50 years. What's the rush? What's another 20? You know?
Okay.
I don't know if Quincy's got
here's
another
an
20
idea. Here's an idea, though. What if he's just, maybe he could just choose to go on? I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah, if he left the ring, then his spirit would go on to whatever afterlife awaits.
You furbolgs are
him.
very unromantic. We need love connection here. This is star-crossed lovers. This is the stuff of ages. This is so important.
At the very least, Bryn, that's not our choice to make.
No, I never said it was.
What else?
I'm saying, like, maybe that's his choice.
Maybe.
I mean, if we can't do anything,
Right.
then
Well, I think at
does
the
he
very
stay in the
least
ring or
we
does he
could.
go on?
At the very least, we can give the ring to Anna so that she can speak with him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty minimal.
Yeah, I think
Not even out of the way, really.
absolutely we should do that.
And it's been a month. I'd like to check in on the village anyway.
Bring
I'd
out
like
the
to know
acorn.
if it's dead or not dead would be good. Also, there's a serial killer that I wouldn't mind checking out, checking up on to make sure, he's right, proper dead.
Before you guys leave the professor, he says, I just feel like I should point out that all of these, well, or most of these possibilities, either require the subject's consent, or at the very least would be a pretty evil thing to do without their consent.
Well, that's what my point was. Maybe he doesn't even want to.
Right. And
Well, we would ask him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not spending that much money on somebody and not doing it because he wants to.
And I think Quincy would know that even with like resurrection, like they can choose not to come back if for some reason they don't want to. You
I've
can't,
never
like-
had anybody say no.
Have you resurrected many people, Quincy?
It comes up.
Do I believe him?
He's assisted in like many resurrections.
Yeah. Adjacent to resurrection.
I was in the next room quite a few times.
So do we want to take our ship to visit the dryad?
It was my next sort of port of call that I was going
Well,
to recommend.
I will bring out the acorn and get the little stem, I guess. I'm like,
Breaker
hi,
19.
Anna. It's Bryn. We found Willim. He's not alive, but he's
Not dead.
not dead either. It's kind of a funny story. Anyway,
For more.
See you soon.
not as many. Oh, I thought you like cut me off. I was like,
I'm sorry, I miscounted.
25 words.
I miscounted.
Everybody's like so ready.
We're just not good people. Just waiting for her to fail.
Poor Bryn.
So, like, I guess we'll bring him.
Yeah, I feel like I guess.
Shit, I always do that. Why do I always? I just get flustered and.
It's very endearing.
You know what I find very amusing is that the furbolgs are an oral tradition.
I'm
Yes, but they don't
sorry, I'm
count
sorry.
their
Do I-
words.
Do I look like okay, I'm sorry. Do I seem to be a bard?
No, you are Bryn. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Also,
Thank you
that
for using
role's been
Acorn
filled.
Wireless. Have a nice day.
Corn wireless.
Out of minutes. Rough.
There's
All
a
right.
reason I took the druid career track, okay? I did not have the grades for the...
No.
Didn't have the grades to be a bard. Ouch.
There's
so,
no Furbolg school. It's all Montessori.
so Bryn, you get a response. Anna just says, please tell me more. I can't wait to see you.
Does this thing still work? Can I play it again? Can I do it?
You just get Tururi, the caller you have. You are trying to call has a
You're out of minutes.
Yeah.
voicemail that goodbye.
I feel bad.
You're
I really
able
need
to
to start
refund
writing this
tomorrow.
out.
Please insert 35 cents.
Yeah.
Like, where? All right. She's expecting us. We should go.
We should go. We've been in this city for too long.
Yeah.
Wait, what about the quartermaster?
Oh, yeah, we should go talk to him. Well, we never claimed to return it promptly.
Yeah.
We can check in. It would be nice to check in. So
What if we... I don't know.
Yes.
Can we ask Dorinda for a favor?
What kind of
Okay.
favor?
You know, just to deal with the quartermaster on our behalf regarding this ring.
Oh.
I don't think he was expecting closure right away.
No.
Since we did we did help the village because she was expecting us to help her.
I would rather cash in that favor for something a little bit more useful than, do you mind delivering a message downstairs?
Just give us just send them an IOU.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to see Jay.
Okay.
I tell you all I'm going back.
I want to come with you.
All right.
I'm not going. That guy always looks at me like I'm some sort of idiot.
He does.
Yeah, he's always looking at your coin purse.
He is. It's a very fat purse. It looks very heavy. It
I have
jingles.
no idea what to do with this stuff.
You throw it at people as you
So,
walk.
my question
I
is
take out a
mechanical.
copper piece and chuck it at somebody. Like that.
Can I change one of my new spells, Lex? I haven't used it yet, but I forgot the story hook that is most important to me and why I wanted Scry, and I swapped it for telepathic bond. I'd rather have Scry so I can Scry on Miguel.
Oh, sure.
Can I swap that?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I have Scry now. I was going to go buy a scroll of Scry if I couldn't swap it, but so I don't need to go here. Bye.
Fine,
I'll just be your sidekick. Your awkward sidekick.
All right. Very good. All right. We go back. Throw open the door. Jay, are you here?
Back so soon.
We are. We have news on the ring. We might have an idea of how to move Willim out of the ring, but it's going to take some time and we're going to have to take a trip. I just wanted to check in and let you know what we are doing.
I see. Well, I definitely would have a much easier time selling it if it were unoccupied. So
If you'd like, I could just give you the 400 gold and we could call it even.
well, if that's what you want to do, that works for me.
We can do. I can contribute to that.
I'm just
Do
gonna
we
think
have party fun?
funds.
I start to get my
No.
pocket. Oh, okay.
We got this.
All right.
So I pay for it out of party funds.
That
Okay.
way you don't have to worry about us coming back in one piece, and we don't have to worry about losing the ring somewhere in the jungle.
Very good.
Walt takes his word very seriously, and he would basically die of anxiety if anything happened to the ring, and he told you he would bring it back. So this is much easier.
I would really never be able to see.
He's a man of much integrity.
He says, "Well, you may find use for that. Those are very common items around here, or not common. Those are very popular items around here."
The ring you're talking about?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh.
Keep people out of your head, you know.
Mhm. Yes, we will consider that. Thank you.
So I pay with 4 black jets.
Oh,
Worth
cool.
100 gold apiece.
Oh, he's very happy to take those. Oh, nice. I don't have any jet.
All right.
Very good. Anything else you want to do while you're here, Sheer?
No, I remembered why I wanted to come, and I don't need to anymore, so I'm good. I forgot. Anyway, long story.
All right. Well, Jay, it is good to see you again, and we will do more business later.
Oh, yes, I hope so. Be safe out there.
Yeah, always.
Thank you.
And we catch up with everybody else.
All right. When you guys get back to the ship, the workers have left, and the ballista are fully mounted, along with a good supply of bolts for them.
Quincy, are you still measuring?
No, I'm getting better. I think I can figure this out.
All right.
Are ballistas dex based?
That's a really good question. I honestly don't know. I have no idea how they work. I guess we'll find out if or when you guys use them.
All right. Well, if I had a recommendation.
Hey, Brian.
Hmm.
Would you like to talk to the ship and see if maybe she's ready to go?
Okay. Just walk downstairs and find the trunk.
While she goes, once she clears the stairs and she's out of eyesight and earshot, I pull Druinda's stone out of my belt and I hold it up.
Okay.
I activate it and I say, Druinda, we're going back to Dayanara's Rest. Contact us if you need anything. We'll be in touch.
Okay. She responds, safe journeys.
Okay.
I'm not the best at reading social cues. Did you wait for Bryn to leave on purpose?
He wasn't wanting to brag about being able to give a message in 9 words or less.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Ha.
Yeah.
I don't say anything.
All right, Bryn. So you go downstairs to the tree trunk, the kind of the heart of the ship, if you will.
Hello, Rose. You're looking very lovely and barky today.
Barky.
Thank you, Bryn. You look well too.
Aw.
Thank you for bringing my weapons back. It's good to have them back.
Oh, no problem. Wasn't really me, but yeah. So we thought we might go out for a spin today.
Oh, splendid. By air or by sea?
Probably by air.
Oh,
think the sea
I was
goes
hoping
there.
you'd say that.
But yeah, we're gonna go we're going back to this village that we found. It's like the only village out there, ever since everything kind of, got destroyed.
Oh, you mean Dayanara's Rest? Yes, I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah, so we're doing that. I don't know if there's anything else you need to know.
Would you like to see our journey?
See our yes.
So the wood of the
that
floor starts swirling, and kind of like the chairs in the table came up before, this large table comes up and shows a very realistic looking like topographical map of like the area. And there's like a glowing line that shows like from like Elandria to Dayanara's Rest, and they're like marked.
Don't tell the other trees this, but you are the most talented tree I've ever met. And I have met a lot of trees.
Oh, thank you. Looks
That
like it
is
will be pleasant weather.
cool. Yeah, it seems like it. I druid craft a little weather bubble. Yeah, seems so. Well, I guess I'll tell the others that you're ready. I'm not sure when exactly we're going to leave, but probably soon here soon.
I'll be ready.
All right. I'll run upstairs. You gotta see what Rose just did.
What happened?
She made like a map thing. It's so cool. Quincy, you're gonna love this. Come on.
Immediately, Quincy goes downstairs.
Yeah, you're pretty impressed. You know.
Yeah, brings out his own map and sort of looks back and forth, and then folds up his own map a little sheepishly. I didn't include topographics.
Yeah, it actually looks like like those like model train builders that make like the landscapes. It's like that. It's like a little miniature landscape.
Well, he'll start, finding different parts. I'm very happy to find a map maker.
Yeah, you can fill in maybe some blanks on your map.
Fill in some blanks and just basically compliment Rose on her excellent map skills. You have to appreciate somebody's skill.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And are we off?
The rest of the crew that have installed the ballista, they've left already.
Yeah.
And we were not going to hire experts, right, on these things that we need, carpenters, etc. Or
Right. It sounds like we're going to try and do this on our own.
What's the worst that could happen? I mean, really.
Oh, right. Before
We're only floating high in the air.
right, exactly.
Have you found any experts in floating?
No. At least some sailors.
Is this sailing?
Before we get underway, how many of us can fly?
I can.
Excellent. That's right.
I can fall.
I can fly, Dahlia says.
I can
Look, watch. And she starts flying around Larissa's head.
At least you can.
And I have feather fall. I can make all of us fall slow, which is the most important element here.
How long does one fall slow?
One fall slow for 60 feet per round for 1 minute.
Okay.
So as long as wait, that's 360 feet above the ground, right?
Yes, we're not on an airplane. We need to be able to breathe the oxygen.
For those of us who
Our
can.
cruising altitude will be 360 feet.
Have to go around some of the taller trees.
It's 600 feet, right? 60.
Oh yeah, 10 rounds. Sorry, not 6 rounds per minute. Yeah, sorry. So 600 feet.
Still not a very
double
good
the
cruising
amount of
altitude.
Yeah, 600 feet sounds a little bit more rounded.
Okay.
Well, and if that's cast, then that just gives us time to fly down and get whoever falls.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Then let's be underway.
Right.
Actually, I don't know if this is something to talk to you about outside of game, Lex.
What's that?
Well, my vignette was supposed to be like looking for the furbolgs within the city. Could I have like gone around, or do you just have like land? So
yeah, totally. You did. Unfortunately, you didn't find any actual furbolgs in the city, and what little information you could find on them was pretty old. It doesn't seem like the city's had contact with the furbolgs since you last saw them, so it wasn't terribly helpful, unfortunately.
Okay, just wanted to like figure that out. That's what I thought, but Bryn would have looked for them over the break.
Manny says you just found some furries pretending to be furbolgs. that could be. That could be. That might be a thing.
We're not furries. We're just furry.
Furry. Yeah.
We're just furry.
We're
The lowercase
humanoid.
furry.
We're just a little bit hirsute.
Furries are people too.
Are we going to the village or to the place where the dryad is?
The
Isn't
dryad
this-
village.
Isn't that the same place?
They're like,
Because the other place is in the Feywilds.
we
She's
don't.
got-
You don't want to go there.
Tree.
gotcha.
You can tree to tree, like a wormhole or something.
Yeah.
Down the rabbit hole.
Mhm. So
Oh, that reminds me, Bryn.
Yes.
It occurs to you that your tree traveling ability would totally work with Rose, as she is a
What?
tree.
My tree stride?
Yeah.
I was going to ask if there's a teleportation circle on the ship because
Oh. Now
Oh.
there is.
There's not a circle, but Bryn can travel through Rose's trunk.
actually, I
can.
can too.
Nice.
you-
free strike too?
Yeah, because tree stride is a thing that comes with my
Oh, your domain?
clarity thing.
Very cool.
You gave that to me as a spell.
Cool.
Does the ship have like a room with like, say, a silver mirror worth like 1,000 gold in it?
Seems real specific, huh?
It definitely has rooms you could put a silver mirror worth 1,000 gold in. Actually, that's a good point. You guys haven't completely explored the ship.
No.
Yeah.
Tour.
Where's the scrying room, Rose?
Let's get in the air and we can take it.
Oh, well, you're all business.
I would really like to find out what happened to Miguel. So I would like to get back to Daenerys.
That's why I'm trying to find this damn scrying room. God damn it.
Once we're there, I can I can send out a little signal.
Like
Choose Miguel.
To whom?
Well, I mean, I have locate creature. I can see if he's in the area.
Oh.
No, okay.
Does that tell him you're looking for him?
No.
Cool.
I don't think so.
I don't think. I have had that one prepared for like a long time now.
I want him to know we're looking for him.
So Rose says, "What do you mean by a scrying room? I don't know what that is. What would you need?"
It's a room. I would need 1,000 gold piece value crystal, a very fancy crystal ball, a fancy mirror, holy water. Do you have like a church, like a small shrine or something?
No, I have a pool of
Ooh.
water.
For swimming?
Well, no, it's not that big. I'm not sure what it's for.
Huh. Can I go
It's-
look at it?
Yeah. So you go a few rooms down or whatever, and there's in this room there's a round pool on the floor. It's only maybe a few inches deep, and it just has water in it. She says, I remember people in the past using this to look at things, but I don't really know how they did it.
Cool. I'm guessing it's not the thing I need for a scrying spell.
Can I see if it's holy water?
Yeah, sure. That would be, well, I guess you could just probably tell. It is actually holy water that it's filled with.
Daenerys' blessing upon this. Or somebody's blessing upon this for certain.
So yeah, I believe you could use this with the
Yeah, it
scrying
says a
spell.
font filled with holy
Okay,
water.
yeah,
I wasn't sure
yeah.
if it was
Probably Elandria.
the fanciness of the font. All right, I want to. Should we wait until? Yeah, we'll wait until we're closer to Daenerys' rest. But I do want to scry on Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested. I want to watch.
Yeah. I would definitely want to be in that room too. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck that guy.
So if there's nothing else, then if we can't do that for now, then what are we going to explore?
What's our actual speed in the ship, and how far is Daenerys' rest? We don't know any of those technicalities.
I'm trying to remember. Wow, that was a long time ago. I think when you
Move at the
guys
speed of plot.
when you guys went on the J, I mean, you guys got there in less than a day.
Oh.
I'm thinking it
Okay.
was it like 4 hours?
It was definitely less than a day.
Oh, because we flew on the J's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So it'd be about the
Um,
same speed as that, probably.
Rose is about the same speed as a giant J.
I'd imagine she's a bit faster, but I don't know.
She's got sails.
Mm-hmm.
And the
I
magic.
guess birds have wings.
I'm looking at my notes to see if I can find how long it took you guys. Because yeah, you're right. She probably would be faster than a giant jay because she doesn't get tired.
I thought that was longer than 4 hours.
Was it
thought
like
it was
More like 8.
eight, maybe?
okay?
For some reason, that sounded kind of triggers a memory, but
Yeah, I think you're right.
it was
I
a
think
year
was-
ago.
Yeah, I think you're
Or
right.
more.
I think it was 8. So yeah, she can do it in like 6.
Ooh.
It's like a 6-hour flight.
Nice. Barely have enough time for lunch.
Lunch is important.
Oh, I guess that's me, huh?
You did say, I want to be the cook.
I didn't mean that to be a.
Yeah, very passive aggressive. Jesus,
Yeah.
Wall. Cooking food.
It's weird. Wall is usually so overtly aggressive.
Subtlety is not Wall's strong point.
I will begin.
I'd be happy to explore more of Rose. and
Yeah, I want
see
to
what else
explore the
there-
kitchen and the store so that I can make lunch for us. Or possibly just
right.
walk around some unseen servants.
I'm going to pace around the forecastle. I'm just watching.
I just want to see
I-
if there's a library on board.
Would like to ask Rose some questions.
All right. What questions would you like to ask her?
I bring out the pot. I say, okay, Rose, I'll be honest with you. The idea of sentient trees created to be sentient by magic was off-putting at me at first. But I've gotten to know you over this last month, and I think you're a really wonderful tree person. And so I was wondering, if I took cutting, with your permission, of course, if I took a cutting from you and grew it inside this fancy pot that Larissa gave me, would you be able to like communicate through it if we took it somewhere else? Like if there were just like a little you inside?
She's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think that will work. I
Okay,
can't.
well,
I
It's
can't.
just an idea.
I can't make seeds anymore. There was
Oh, I'm so
something
sorry.
when they changed me into this new form, I lost that ability.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know, it does not define you as a tree. There's so much more to you than that.
Yes, and I have seen so much more than most trees do.
Mhm. You're a beautiful, wonderful tree.
Thank you.
Okay, well, nice talk.
And let's see. Someone was looking for a library. I thought.
Is that Quincy?
I think so.
Oh yeah, I was looking for a library.
You find a room with a lot of bookshelves, but there are no books on them. It's an
Quest.
empty library.
We've defined that we stated that a library needed to have 2 books. We defined this earlier today. We have proven, Lex has proven that the library does not need to have any books. The philosophy of library is becoming more complicated. At this point, Quincy will just sort of. I assume Quincy probably brings a couple books with him, and these sorts of things, and he will place them on these shelves. Basically, like
They look
an
great.
introduction to archaeology.
Very nice.
I took that class.
There you go.
No, like Phoebe,
You're-
I actually took that class.
Well, Phoebe, your textbook is now in the library. Like, you can still keep your textbook. You probably paid $200 for it, but like, there's a version of it in the library. Yeah. So with that, Quincy will go back to the main deck of the ship. He will tie a rope around his waist, and then tie that rope, the end of that rope, to the mast. In order, because he realized after talking with people that he's the only one who won't fly if falling off this boat. And this is the closest to a life jacket that he can think of.
Nice. Quincy is prepared for the worst.
I can cast fly on myself, and I believe the fairy can cast Dahlia can cast fly on you.
Right, but I don't want to have the fairy next to me at all points in time. Or, and I mean no offense by this, you. The rope works 100% of the time.
And it doesn't talk too much.
It doesn't talk too much.
I rolled a 17 on my untrained cooking check. I don't know if I get any bonuses from my Heward's Handy Spice Pouch, but 17.
Nice. Yeah. Fear cooks you guys a very nice meal in the galley.
What is the condition of, are there stores loaded in, or did we just get what we bring, or is that already prepared?
Yeah, there's a good amount of food stores and water and ale and wine and all that good stuff.
Oh my god. Gourmet feed.
There you go. Is that a thing?
I think so.
Nice.
I think it was a UA that never became a thing.
Oh.
An official thing, but it's pretty cool. A gourmand.
Sweet.
You can make an excellent ratatouille.
This time.
Well, that's pretty much what Quincy wanted to do. Find a library.
Cool.
Create a library. And then not fall off a boat.
Phoebe, did you have more questions for the ship or
That was it.
Okay. Anybody else?
Oh, actually, would it be okay if I tried, maybe not now, but later, singing something from you?
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay.
Sounds nice.
Just want to, thanks for teaching me that, but like, I just always want to ask permission.
Yeah, and one of the I'm not sure if it says it in the feat or not, but one of the other things you can use that tree singing for is just to help things grow better.
Cool.
Or like if a tree is all twisted, you can straighten it or make it shape so it's going towards the light or things like that. Make fields grow faster, all kinds of stuff.
This definitely seems like some sweet ass Furbolg shit.
Yeah, totally.
I totally see the Furbolgs having like used this.
Yeah. Yeah, in the Wheel of Time, they were used by a race called the Ogair that are very similar to the Furbolg.
Yeah, I haven't read the Wheel of Time, but I've heard that they're really similar.
Yeah, they're very naturey, gentle giant kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. All right, so you guys travel on the ship.
I'm on deck.
Cool. Cool. And you guys make good time. Nothing really bothers you. You do at a point, you do see some manticores in the distance, but they keep away. And before, about 6 hours later, you see Dianar's Rest below you as you sail over it.
Should we look for Miguel?
Yes, I think we should.
All right. Go into the scrying room.
I'll go in there too.
Did anyone take anything from Miguel? Like parts of his clothes?
A tooth.
Fingernail, Larissa, you're into some weird shit.
Do we, in our pack, do we still have the manacles that he came in?
Probably.
Before we put him in the stocks.
Do those really belong to him?
Oh, what are them?
They were
garments.
touching him.
Let's try that.
All right, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Is it based on my DC? Yes.
Yes.
Did you want to do something before you?
Oh, anyone want to bless? It's diet bless this time.
Sure, I will.
Bless doesn't do anything to me. My DC actually, so never mind.
Never mind.
But my DC is 17 because I'm a badass bitch. So his modifier would be -4 if we have the manacles.
Okay. Let's see.
It's my first time trying this. Don't judge me too harshly, okay, you guys? Never done this before.
Of course not.
All right. Okay. So, Fear, you spend 10 minutes, doing your casting, and the waters in this pool start to swirl, and they get all smoky, and the kind of smoke is swirling in the waters, and you're waiting for the smoke to clear and for an image to appear, and it doesn't happen. And you feel, as you're working the magic, like you feel that it's working, like you're doing the spell right, and the pool is working, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, but you feel like there's something blocking you somehow.
So I'll look over to Wall while this happens and just say, I'm worried that what we found out a couple weeks ago may be even more true. This might lead credence to that theory.
What'd you find out?
Oh, he's gone. Maybe he's dead.
I don't think we're that lucky.
Oh, this scares me. And Dahlia hides in Larissa's hair.
Very nice.
Do you guys have a secret?
Not a secret. Not just an.
We're all gonna die.
Theory.
Are we forming factions? I don't want to be stuck with Larissa just because we share a room most of the time.
I don't blame you on that one.
I don't even have a. I thought you were my faction, Quincy.
No, we're not
Literally.
forming factions. There's no faction forming.
Dahlia sticks her head out of Larissa's hair and says, "How dare you!" and then hides again. Oh my god.
This is getting a
I
little.
mean, I'm just saying. I mean, we were avatars of kind of the same god. I thought that made us
But so
I thought we
speaking
had
of avatars of gods,
Yes.
we sort of got that deal, which is good. But there's one of those gods that doesn't seem to be represented here. A couple, I guess, but
There were two.
there were two. And one of them we wouldn't want to have represented here. Any takers on that particular god?
It's definitely not Ganj. Ganj is the best.
No,
Yeah, god is great.
it was the
The
god.
boss-
It's like my second favorite god,
yeah, he's good.
Which one? Which one was Miguel?
The god of death and murder. We don't know, but
I
we have
guess
an
so.
idea. We have an idea that maybe
He is.
he might be working with that god. Possibly,
Oh, damn it.
possibly an avatar. We don't-
Possibly an avatar. We're not sure, but he
yeah,
seems like kind of the right type of jerk to do that.
he does. And
Oh, the guy that
whether, yes,
flayed people alive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder about
So-
that.
So what's more important about this, what we learned from my mother and from Druinda, was that whether it's Miguel or not, there's a possibility that there is some avatar like us out there looking for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have to be careful, whether it's Miguel or not. The odds are good that somebody is in league with these gods, these two gods, one of these two gods. We don't know which one yet.
Miguel was perfectly harmless.
He's the god of death and murder's avatar, Larissa.
You don't
Saying a lot of people. Like, at the very least, even if he's not an avatar, flaying people makes you not harmless.
Would it be metagamey to insight check Larissa?
No, Larissa's shady as fuck.
I already,
And that's why we love her.
have a hunch.
No need to insight check, just back.
Yeah, no. True story. That bitch is gray.
Larissa, you have
I think
anything to say for yourself?
I think it's time you fess up.
What about?
Well, there weren't a lot of us who were really on Miguel's side. Like, it was just you. And you seem to be advocating for him stronger than most anybody would.
I make eye contact with Larissa.
Larissa actually chokes on a grape.
You guys hear tiny little sobs coming from her hair.
Okay, look.
I bring my hands up in prayer and in celestial say padas patat, and I cast a zone of truth around us.
Ooh.
This is like truth or dare, you guys.
I think just truth.
Was it what kind of saving throw?
Probably wisdom.
Let's see.
Ooh, I have a pretty good number on that.
It's charisma. Charisma. I just looked it up.
Oh, charisma. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought because I remember last time I rolled like
less good on that.
DC.
I rolled a natural 1. I think I'm going to be telling the truth
no,
for a
I rolled a 4.
It's a DC 15.
I don't know why. Why did I roll the keyless
14.
die? Why did I roll the keyless die?
So, if I understand correctly, zone of truth. If you fail, you have to say the truth or not say anything.
Yeah, it doesn't compel you to speak, but anything you speak has to be the truth.
You cannot speak a deliberate lie.
I rolled a 1 last time.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
anyone
I
succeed
it,
on the
but
on the
this
fail
time-
on the save?
It's just a 4.
Probably our most charismatic homie.
Probably. The only one to pass it's going to be the one we wanted to fail.
Does a 19 work?
Yeah.
Dahlia fails.
Oh, that girl can spill some tea.
So
Larissa, I lied. Okay, that dress does make you look a little fat. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You about to be a dead fairy.
Okay, before we start interrogating Larissa, I just want to say that while I don't think that this was maybe the best decision, their compassion is not a crime, no matter how misguided. And I'm sure Larissa was just doing what she thought was best.
Bryn, do you know something we don't know?
No,
I don't want to accuse our friend before she.
no, I'm just
I'm fine with
just
accusing.
trying to be fair, I guess.
Larissa,
well,
this bringing Miguel to Dayanara's rest was my idea. I promised he would meet his fate. He's killed many people in the city. We need to find him. Do you know where? Do you know what happened to him?
I don't know where he is.
No, that's not what I asked. Do you know what happened to him?
I do.
What did you do?
Quincy.
What? She admitted it.
Yes,
I'm-
she did it clearly, but like honey over vinegar, more flies with honey.
It was me. I did it. Okay, I did it. It was me.
Did she?
What?
What did you do, Fairy?
I turned him into a. I can't remember what she turned him into. I turned him into a little animal so he could escape.
I knew it. Sorry. I know I'm trying to be nice. I knew it. Ah, I can't believe I forgot about the damn theory.
How
Why
long
did
does-
you let him escape?
Well,
I don't want to answer that question.
how long did your spell last?
I don't know.
How long has it lasted in the past?
Oh, not very long.
So he wouldn't be the same small animal by now.
Oh, no. It only lasts for a short time, enough for him to get away into the woods. I'm sure he got eaten by something. There's so many nasty things out there.
Well, something's got them, but we don't know what.
I did try to contact him before when we arrived in Elandria, and I was unsuccessful. So I believe he may no longer be alive.
I think that might be wishful thinking, but I appreciate the effort.
I would
Wait,
have appreciated the lack of effort.
Why were you going to contact him once you got to Elandria?
Oh, good question.
If he was okay, I don't know.
Why are you concerned about his welfare?
Nothing personal.
So it's impersonal?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I saw something in him that and you didn't. I don't know.
I wonder if the people that he killed saw that same thing.
Yeah. I will believe that we can be redeemed from some not so good deeds that we do.
I mean, not so good deeds. Like, how bad are we talking?
Or at least let nature take its course, right?
Oh, you have a point.
I drop the spell and walk away.
But
Well, this has
feel
gone
fuzzy.
I'm sorry, Dahlia says.
It's okay, Dahlia.
I understand if you want me to leave, I can go.
That would be best.
Really?
She starts like very slowly, like walking from the room. Like every few steps, she like stops and like looks, and, like sniffles over her shoulder, and then takes a few more steps.
I grab her by a wing and just bring her back.
I'm trying to garner sympathy because I don't think it's working.
We were very close. She's almost rid of her. With that, Quincy just leaves the room.
If I don't have a pixie, who am I going to tickle?
Why do you need to
I'm sure I
tickle
could find a
anything?
badger for you or something.
Oh, those badgers. No more badgers.
They don't feel like the tickle candidates.
What did you say about badgers?
They smell funny and they make your sleeping bag messy.
Oh,
Also
you had
there.
the old badger in the bedroll, huh?
That was not
Notoriously don't like being
fault.
tickled.
Yeah. I thought they didn't care, maybe?
Those are only one variety. Those are the ketchup badgers.
All right. And Dianara's rest.
So below us is the village?
Yeah, you guys
are we
kind of
stopping?
flew over it, and the ship is landing like outside of the wall, like across from the gate, in kind of the clearing where the fields are.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Outside.
drawing quite a commotion from the village. They're not used to seeing ships fly over.
I pat the rail on the deck.
Okay, I suppose
Shall
we
we?
should talk to Anna.
We should. We should indeed. Larissa,
Yeah.
you're the one with the ring.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
Larissa, Matt Sleepy.
All right. How do we get off of the boat? Is there a ramp?
Yeah.
There's like a gangplank that,
All right.
that lowers down, so you guys can walk down the ramp.
Okay.
Ooh. And actually, I guess we should probably stop there because we're.
No.
I know I don't want to.
We could probably do the thing with, like, do we expect the thing with Anna and Willim to last that long?
Well, I don't know. I just don't want to lose Manny.
Oh,
No,
okay, that's fair.
I've got snacks.
All right. All right. So you guys enter the village. They're very relieved when they see you guys are the ones behind the flying ship.
Mhm.
So you're just going to go straight to the tree to Anna?
Yeah. We should probably make our presence known to the mayors also.
Yes.
Yeah. Malcolm kind of greets you guys as you come through the gate. He's waiting for you. And he says, you're back sooner than we anticipated, but that's good.
Yes, we had to. Is good for a reason. Yeah. Hello.
He says, "Well, Quarian has been working to help us with our defenses. There's talk of building a stone wall to replace the wooden one. Seems he can create such things with his magic. Some kind of elven thing, I guess. Pull rock from the earth.
Elven.
Well, I don't know that, but he seems very optimistic about what he can do here.
Very good.
He would be.
Have you seen any sign of the dinosaur or the dragon or Miguel?
No, we haven't. We did send some of the guards out with Quarian to deal with the portal that you all found, and we have sent out search parties looking for Miguel, but we've not found any sign of him dead or alive. Hopefully, he's in some creature's gullet.
That would be nice. All right, very well. We're actually here to see how everything is faring, and also we need to speak to our dryad friend.
Oh yes, she's over at the tree. She's been expecting you, actually. Seems quite excited for some reason.
Well, shall we?
To the tree!
To
the tree!
I walk up to the tree and say, "Hello, Anna."
She steps out of the tree. Oh, you're here. Oh, I've been waiting. It's good to see you again. So you found my Willim.
Yes. First of all, you may want to be sitting down for this. So he died, but not really. I guess he's in a ring. His soul is in a ring. I don't know how else to say it.
She reaches forward and takes the ring from Larissa and looks at it. She says, "How is this possible? How can he be in a ring?"
Oh.
She hands it back.
It's a property of the ring that when you die, your soul gets stored in it.
Can we get him out somehow?
We were coming to ask you that question. We tried our resources, but what we are capable of at this moment, we're unfit. We don't have that capability, nor do we know of anyone who can. So we were asking you, or perhaps fairy magic can help. And actually, this is yours, and I hand her the ring back.
Oh, thank you.
You may have it, so at least you can speak with him.
Sit down, get attuned to it, maybe have a nice chat. Let us know how it goes.
Yes, I'll do that. And she sits down on one of the roots of the tree and seems to start meditating with the ring.
I go pet an alpaca while I'm waiting.
Should we give them some privacy? This feels really awkward.
It's a bit awkward, yeah.
Just come pet the alpaca with me.
No, I'm just gonna not be here while she talks to you.
Drinks at the apple tree?
Yes, I can provide the beverages.
I hear that. Let's go.
Does anyone want to use my tankard?
No, that kind of misses the point for me.
So wait, is it actually just beer without the? Is it O'Doul's?
Yeah. Just basically removes the alcoholic effect.
Oh, I have.
Well, I mean, it still has alcohol, so it still tastes good. It just doesn't affect you.
Doesn't make you drunk.
Does it taste good though? Does it really?
I mean, who knows?
Yes.
Well, Fierce family are master brewers, so I'd assume.
I mean, we make a pretty good non-alcoholic beer.
But there's really only so much you can do.
It's called O'Shea's.
Very nice.
All right, so you guys head to the inn and have your supper and drinks, and an hour or so later, Anna comes in wearing the ring now and sits down with you guys and says that, she spoke with Willim and she's worried about him. He doesn't seem quite right to her. His memory isn't quite right. But she said that the more that she talked to him, the more he seemed like himself. And she thinks that, or she has hopes that getting him out of the ring will help him kind of return to what he was. But yeah, she's kind of at a loss what to do about it. She says the only magic I know well is the magic that I have. She says I do know something of how I was made into this form, and I do think that maybe I could do something similar for him with a tree, perhaps that very large apple tree that grows out of that abandoned building. But I don't personally have the power to do it.
What would you need?
I thought maybe Destriel would help me.
The unicorn?
Yes, he is very powerful. Perhaps together we can make this work.
How do we get him here?
She says, well, I have asked him to come.
Oh.
Hopefully he will.
Well, that seems like a good way to do it. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing him back to me. Even this is more than I'd hoped for. I thought he was gone forever.
You're very welcome. We live up to our word.
I suppose I should go speak with the mayors and make sure they're all right with having 2 dryads in the town.
Do you want to build a dryad?
And she thanks each of you like individually, very, very sincerely for helping her. She says, if there's ever anything I can do, let me know. I'm in your debt.
Thank you.
Oh, we shall.
No problem.
The honor was ours.
Cool. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
Sounds good.
If she does need help talking to the mayors, Wall would volunteer to go with her.
And
Okay.
if she needs help magically, we're here. I don't know if we will be able to aid in whatever ritual they're going to do.
I'm no unicorn, but
Yeah.
kind of a big deal at AAA,
A one
Okay.
level from a unicorn, so like technically the same.
I could call upon Kravitz too. I don't know. He wouldn't be able to help, but he might be able to help persuade the unicorn to come back.
Well, and Kravitz is like just one horn short of a unicorn.
Point.
Or no point, really.
Hmm.
Can Kravitz be a unicorn at some point?
No, he can be a flying horse. He can be a Pegasus.
Oh,
Wow, that's pretty cool.
that might be better than a unicorn in some ways.
In a lot of ways.
In a lot
Don't
of
tell
ways.
Destriel that, though.
No, we wouldn't.
At least that's what we think.
Right.
Okay.
He hasn't quite clear.
Well,
If we have time, I would like to cast Locate Creature.
Okay.
Let me see. Spell can locate. I locate a specific
if
creature
it's within
known to
1,000
you.
feet, I think it has 1,000-foot radius, right?
Yeah,
And then I will kind of keep Miguel in my mind, and then I will turn into a giant eagle and soar up and just make like a wide perimeter, just keeping Locate Creature up.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. And that lasts for what, like an hour or something?
Yeah, so I'll take however long an hour takes to just take like a wide
Yeah.
swath around the village.
Yeah. So as an eagle in that amount of time, I mean, you could probably search quite a few mile radius.
Yeah.
And yeah, you sense no sign of him. And so he's either traveled farther than that, or he's dead, or based on the way the spell works, if he has somehow been changed into another form, you wouldn't detect him either. So those are kind of the three possibilities. He's either dead, or he's far away, or he's become something else.
I land and relay this information.
Awesome.
Let's see. What do you think the odds are of your physicality changing drastically like that if you become an avatar?
Hazard?
But we didn't change, did we?
Right.
Well, speak for yourself.
If Miguel's avatar has been awakened.
Oh, and at this point, just because it popped in my head, I wanted to remind you guys, and I forgot to do this last time. I don't know if you remember, because it was literally like the preludes that I did with each of you, I think. But you all had in your prelude, you all had something weird that happened to you where you either got sick or you went unconscious or whatever, and you had a weird vision or something in your past. And now that you guys kind of know more about what's going on, you remember that, and you think that might be the moment when you became an avatar.
So something would have triggered it. Something like being chased by a dinosaur.
Oh dear.
Right. Okay.
I wonder how Petunia's doing, actually.
Well, she's probably hungry.
She's always hungry.
So we would if he's changed into something else, we would have to know what to look for. That would explain why we can't scry him, because it's not his thing anymore.
Or he's on another plane.
Or he's on another plane. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be too.
Or you just resisted it.
Locate creature is not resistible.
Scrying is.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get a saving throw.
So they could have saved against it.
Mm-hmm. Not my spells. Come on, man.
No, not your side. Well, he has like murder gods on his side, so
Still, like,
it's not your fault.
did you see how they treated me at AAA? Yeah. You guys don't. I mean, I feel like I don't really get the respect I deserve. I'm really good at magic, you guys.
She's kind of a big deal, guys.
I am kind of a big deal.
It was like a big fish in a small pond over there.
Seriously.
You do brew a very good beer.
Also that. I am multi-talented. And I want some credit.
All right. Well, the beer is excellent.
Do you feel unappreciated?
Well, now that when you say it like that, it seems small, but maybe. I'm the D&D equivalent of a millennial.
Manny and I take offense. Manny and I want participation trophies for this session.
Yeah.
You're right.
You get a magic item, and you get a magic item, and you get a magic item.
Wait, isn't that how we literally started this session off?
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up today for episode 268. Huge thank you to Brett, Craig, Danielle, Manny, and Phoebe for the great game session. You guys are awesome. It's always a fun time, and I'm sure it's always entertaining for everyone, the hijinks that you all get into. Been having a lot of fun with this campaign, and I'm really excited to keep going with it. If you would like to get a hold of me and let me know what you think of the campaign or the show, or if you have questions or thoughts or anything you'd like to share, you can shoot me an email at gamemastersjourney@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at LexStarwalker, and you can reach me on my voicemail at 951-GMJ-LEX1. That's 951-465-5391. And by the way, that is just a voicemail number. No one's going to answer the phone. It's just voicemail, but you can leave a message and I may play it on the show, especially if it's relevant to something we're going to do an episode on. And finally, if you would like to connect not only with myself, but with the fantastic listener GMs we have in our community, you can join us on MeWe and Discord. And you can find links to all those things in the show notes at starwalkerstudios.com/Game Masters Journey. If you have any comments or feedback or questions or anything, I would love to hear from you. If you enjoy the show and you'd like to help support Game Masters Journey and what I'm doing, you can find all the great ways to do that on the website at starwalkerstudios.com/support, or just follow the link at the bottom of the show notes. There are a lot of options there for you, including I have an Amazon referral link. So if you ever buy anything on Amazon, you can use that link and I'll get a little kickback from that. One of the best ways you can support the show is to purchase one of my D&D supplements. I've put out 3 so far, and you can find those on the website at starwalkerstudios.com. The latest of which, Adventures of Primordia, includes a lot of homebrew things I've come up with for my D&D games, a lot of which you see used in this campaign, new cleric domains and spells and things like that. And some of the other magic items are in Adventures of Primordia. The actual relics that the player characters are using, those are in Relics of Power, which is a supplement I did about Relics of Power, which are magic items I've created for my D&D setting that scale in power with the level of the character using them. So that is how these various items that the player characters have, if you've been with the campaign from the beginning, you've probably noticed that they gain more abilities and gain more power as the story goes. So Relics of Power, I explain exactly how I did that mechanically, how you can create your own items like that for your player characters, either completely from scratch or using items that already exist in the game and using those as inspiration or converting them into relics. And then, yes, as examples of that, I do have all of the relics that the player characters have in this campaign in Relics of Power, and they go all the way up to 17th level, I think. So you'll actually get a bit of a preview of some of the powers that will be unlocked in the future that the player characters don't have access to yet, which is kind of cool. So yeah, check out my D&D supplements. And then another great way you can support the show is to become a patron, and you can find a link to my Patreon in the show notes at starwalkerstudios.com as well. So I hope that you have a chance to play your favorite RPG this week. I hope you have a chance to run your favorite RPG. I'll be back soon with another episode of Game Master's Journey. Until then, game on.
This has been a Starwalker Studios production, your source for quality gaming and hobby podcasts.
This episode's music, courtesy of Cloudwalker, Transboy, Renfield, Stanko, and Ish. See the show notes for more details at starwalkerstudios.com/Game Master's Journey.